Did you know that the Nephilim might not just be ancient giants, but part of a very powerful dragon bloodline? Well, in this video, we're diving into the shocking revelations from Laurence Gardner and Tracey Twyman to uncover the hidden origins and true lineage of the Nephilim. So I hope you stay tuned to the very end of this video, because I am pretty sure that what I have to reveal to you could possibly change everything that you thought that you knew about ancient history. So disclaimer, although I have researched this area for decades, I encourage you all to do your own research on this subject and come to your own conclusions. I am giving you the research that I have done, and I'm just going to give you the conclusion that I came to based on my personal research. So from the decades of research I have done into the ancient texts and the readings from authors such as Gardner and Twyman and many other authors, I have come to the conclusion, at least for now, that the traditional views often depict the Nephilim as giants or the fallen ones from sources such as the Bible. So here's an example of a story that was thrust upon humans. And this story misled us to believe that the Nephilim were the offspring of the sons of God and human women, as described in the book of Genesis. So there is an alternative view hidden with esoteric knowledge. And this is a view that I stand firmly behind. And that is, the Nephilim are in fact descendants of a very powerful dragon bloodline, an ancient lineage that extends back to royal ancestry. Now, authors such as Laurence Gardner actually believe that these Nephilim, or dragon bloodlines, could have extraterrestrial origins. So this Nephilim lineage is not merely human, but also shares traits with otherworldly dragon ancestors, marked by royal and supernatural qualities. Now, these ancient beings were revered as kings and priestesses, often linked to the concept of the divine right to rule due to their supposedly superior origins. So before I move on, I just want to let you know that I do in fact believe in dragons, and I know for a fact that dragons still exist. And if anyone wants to know a little bit more about that, they can contact me via my email. There are some things on here that I cannot share publicly, but I'm very happy to share what I know due to my link to a very powerful family that I am actually part of. Since doing a mtDNA test, which I had to because I was engaged to an imperial prince who is actually, or was, sorry, he was actually part of the Nephilim dragon fairy bloodline. And in order for me to be engaged to him and marry him, I also had to have the same dragon DNA. And of course I do. So that's why we got engaged. So if you're wondering if I believe in dragons, I absolutely do. I know that they existed in the past, they exist now. And if you want to find out more about dragons, you can go to Mud Fossil University. Roger does an excellent job of showing you biological evidence of these huge superior dragons that once roamed our skies above us. So author Laurence Gardner expands on this perspective by connecting this lineage to ancient royal families, explaining that the term dragon often symbolized wisdom and power. Gardner also believed that the early Nephilim descendants held unique spiritual knowledge, enabling them to act as intermediaries between the divine realm and humanity. So as a teaser, if you stay till the very end of this video, I will show you photos that I took of a book that I personally own from the prince that I was engaged to. And in these photos, it will show you the genealogy of the fairy and dragon descendants of the Nephilim bloodlines. So although I am very fascinated with Laurence Gardner's discoveries, Tracey Twyman went one step further. And she is a very awesome author. One of my favorites, by the way. And as she was exploring the dragon bloodlines, she realized that these bloodlines were carefully preserved through royal bloodlines across many cultures, hinting that the Nephilim, far from being the mere legends, they were literally intentionally integrated into royal dynasties carrying the dragon bloodlines that bestowed them with authority, power, and access to hidden knowledge. So I have dove into the works of David Icke in his book, The Biggest Secret. Now, in this book, he theorizes that these Nephilim beings are part of a hidden elite bloodline with influences over world events. Icke's interpretation veers into extraterrestrial territory, associating the Nephilim and descended bloodlines with reptilian traits. And he suggests they have retained power through secrecy. The authors noted in this video derived their resources from both known ancient texts like the Bible and non-canonical writings such as the Book of Enoch, the Epic of Gilgamesh, and many others. And I will have them in my video description. So the Merovingian bloodline is said to have been an early European royal line, even connected to the dragon and serpent bloodlines. Authors such as Laurence Gardner have even suggested that the Merovingians are descendants of a very mystical bloodline that traces back to the Nephilim. He even suggests that they're associated with the Grail lore and the secret societies that supposedly guard that knowledge. So you might be wondering, why all the secrecy? What could possibly go wrong if the general population knew that the European royal bloodlines are in fact descended from the dragon Nephilim bloodlines? What could possibly go wrong? Well, can you imagine the total backlash these elite dragon bloodlines would receive if the general population knew the secret? Just imagine, if you will, the religious social implications and the upheaval that would ensue. Now, in my humble opinion, and in my knowledge, based upon the fact that I am related to certain powerful families that keep dragons, I believe that there is a lot more sinister reasons why this bloodline is kept very secret and it is guarded, okay? And I am not at liberty to speak about what I know. So the idea that some bloodlines are actually connected to dragons or serpent heritage could create public fear, especially given negative associations with serpents and dragons. So just realize that they have been desensitizing the public to dragons for quite a while now through the portrayal of dragons in all of the movies, such as like Lord of the Rings, and TV shows such as Game of Thrones, and the spinoff TV series, which is House of the Dragon. Oh my goodness, there's probably a ton more that I'm missing right now, and you can enlighten me in the comment section on how many dragon shows and TV series they have out. But just know that they are telling you the truth in plain sight. So as an added bonus, I want to share this little bit of knowledge and research with you. There are certain renowned and controversial authors that believe and write about extracts or observations concerning the fairy bloodlines of current houses of Sonata, which is mine, Tarnowa, Devere, Krupa, and Collision, including the dragon descent of Jesus Christ from Satan, This is the current secret genealogy, and this also includes the ancient genealogy of the dragon bloodlines. And I just revealed that little secret to you. So for those of you who stayed to the end of my video, I just revealed one heck of a secret to you. And all of my resources that I have used will be noted in the description. So to expand further on what I just revealed to you, I want to also let you know that the British royal family is also descended from the Nephilim dragon bloodlines. And the British monarchy, particularly through figures like the House of Windsor, is often cited as one of the descendants of the supposed dragon grail bloodlines. Now, other European royal families with dragon ties to the Windsors are the Habsburgs and Bourbons. So if you've enjoyed this video and the information that I have presented to you, then stick around, because I'm going to cover in my next video the Nephilim, which are the descendants of the Nephilim.